guys, welcome back, and today we're doing chocolate chip cookies. If you're like me, I had a really hard time coming up with a chocolate chip cookie recipe that I really liked, and I finally found them. They're not only delicious, but they're beautiful as well. So what we're going to do is I've started out with a cup of shortening, just plain shortening, 1 cup of shortening. I've used 1 cup of white sugar and then also 3/4 cup brown sugar, and I've just creamed that together, and I'll show you just real quickly. I'm just going to put that on low, and you're just going to cream that together, and then my mixer's a little strong. Motor's too powerful. Anyway, so you're just going to cream that together, and then you're going to add to this 2 eggs, and you're going to just drop them in one at a time. Make sure that you scrape down the sides of your bowl frequently, just to get it really well incorporated. And then you're going to add, let's see here, we're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. And you want to cream this until it's not, you want to cream this till it's nice and fluffy, and I'm going to turn it up for a moment. Sorry, a chunk of brown sugar that is just not cooperating. There we go. And I don't know if you can see that consistency, but it's really nice and just really fluffy. And then we're going to add to that, we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of flour. But we're going to put it in a separate bowl. So we have 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And you're just going to put that in there. My little one's running around. And you're going to whisk that up. The point of this is you don't want, you want it evenly distributed through the batter. Okay, you want your salt and your baking powder to be evenly distributed. So once that's all nice and mixed up, you're going to just add that into your into your cookie mixture in thirds, roughly. Okay. And then you want to add another 1/3 of your flour. And you actually want to mix flour in slowly, and that's on low speed. But the reason you want to do that is it takes the flour just a little while before it absorbs the liquid. Okay. So once that's in, you're going to add your last part of your flour. Okay. And you're going to mix that in. Gets away from me. Oh, my husband bought this for me, bless his heart. But it's just really too much for me. So now that's mixed thoroughly. We're going to add in 2 cups of chocolate chips. Okay, and that's pre-measured. You're just going to dump those in there. And I use milk chocolate chips. Be my guest, use whatever kind you want. I don't like dark chocolate, so I don't really like dark chocolate in my chocolate chip cookies. I like milk chocolate. It actually tastes better. If you don't like dark chocolate and you've been using semi-sweet chocolate chips, try milk chocolate chips. You're going to be surprised. So low, mix that on low. And we're not I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lose all my chocolate chips. So I'm going to mix that by hand. My little one's running around. So you want to get those mixed around in there really well. And if the little boogers jump out, just seal them back in. Okay. And then once all those are mixed in there really well throughout the batter, you are going to refrigerate this for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, so refrigerate it for about 30 minutes, and then we will come back and we will cook the remaining portion of the cookies. We'll get them in the oven and get those cooked. So anyway, put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and I'll be right back and show you what that looks like, and we'll get them in the oven. So see you in just a minute. Hi guys, I'm back, and I've taken my cookie mixture out of the fridge. It's 30 minutes later. It's ready to go. I've got my 2-inch ice cream scoop here, and I use that to measure the cookies. I like them to all be uniform and the same. So this is what I use. I get about 16 cookies out of this mixture. And sorry, but for some reason my ice cream scoop isn't working. So it has a little arm that swings and it releases the ice cream, but for some reason it's not working right now for my cookies. So I have an aluminum baking sheet. I do not put anything down. I don't grease it at all. I just literally put the cookies on, and I put 6 on here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but these are pretty big cookies, and I don't like to overcrowd them, so I do 6 at a time. And once they are spaced, I just flatten the top of them a little bit. Okay, so there they are. They're ready to go into the oven, and my oven is preheated for 375 degrees, and I am going to put them in, and I'm going to bake them for 7 minutes. And then after 7 minutes, I'm going to turn my cookie sheet around and cook them for an additional 7 minutes. And we will come back after 14 minutes and I'll show you what they look like. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back. We're back. I let these go for 7 minutes at 375, and then I turned my pan and I let it cook for another 7 minutes at 375. I took them out and I put them in the refrigerator, straight on the pan, right into the refrigerator, right out of the oven, right into the refrigerator. And I let them sit in there for about 20 minutes. And here we are now. I would just basically put those on a plate, and I kind of want to show you what these guys look like. Like I said, it took me a while to come up with the right cookie recipe, but here it is. These cookies are absolutely fabulous. You need to give these a try. You don't have to make them this big. You can simply make them smaller. You also don't have to cook all of them. You can separate them out with your cookie scoop, put them in a Ziploc bag and throw them in the freezer, and then they're ready to go. All you have to do is put them on a cookie sheet, throw them in the oven, and you got fresh baked cookies. But here they are. I would really encourage you to please give them a try and let me know what you think. If you've got some suggestions for me, please, as always, leave them. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you want to do that for sure, because I got some great ideas and recipes coming up. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.